Today I'll be reviewing the LEGO Technic Planet Earth and Moon in Orbit. I don't think I'll get the set in full view this time because it's a somewhat large set. It's definitely the largest Technic set that I have. It's basically an orrery, which means it has the sun, the earth, the moon, and it shows how they orbit, and it's pretty cool. So it has this base, uses tire pieces for grip, and it has a crank here, and when you turn the crank, then stuff happens. There's a whole lot of gears, and like, watch this. Let's see. Yeah, this way. Isn't that cool? The sun moves, the earth spins, the moon goes around, and some other stuff. So there's a dial down here which points to which month it's in. That's one thing I find impressive about the set is that Earth is actually on an axis. Um, they didn't have to put it on an axis. Like they could have just had it straight out of this gear here, but they put it on an axis, and I think that's pretty cool. And it does actually correspond to the season. Like as you see, it's like in February now, which would be winter. So as you can see, that's somewhat tilted away from the sun. And the moon also has a dial on it, you may notice. And that points to the moon phase. See, like right here, it's new because the sun is directly behind it, so it's not gonna be shining very much. Then you go to crescent and quarter and stuff all the way back here to full moon. And there was some other stuff I thought was cool about the set. Well, as I said, it's the biggest Technic set that I have, and I'm not sure if it's just for that reason or like that I haven't had many big LEGO Technic sets before or what, but there were a lot of pieces in this that I haven't gotten before. I know that the sun and the earth use new molds, but besides that, I don't really know what else new. Like, I'm pretty sure these ring pieces have been used before, but I haven't gotten them before. One thing I thought was really interesting was, so there are these squarish, like these squares of, like you can put Technic pins in and stuff, and those can have alternating studs, like alternating points, like you can insert a pin here, 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 here. It alternates. And I think I'd seen that before, but what I hadn't seen was, like, there's these, this isn't a box, these are just rods, like two separate rod pieces, and they also alternate. And I hadn't seen stuff like that before. There's also some other similar, let me see if I could find something. There's some similar pieces, like, oh, here we go. Down below the moon, there's some, like, they're actually corners, so like they go like this, but these have alternating pin connections, and I hadn't seen pieces like that before. Pretty interesting. And there's a few system pieces used for, like, these white pieces here are the system, and just cover up a bit of space. And there is a lot of gears in this. I could go into detail about well, just how it works. I might. On the base, most of the wheels on the base have the same build. Like this one near the crank has a slightly different build. But this one, you might notice there's a red pin sticking out there. And that's, I think it's just used as a place marker. Like, it doesn't really matter as much. It is really nice to get the more red pins though, because for the longest time, like Lego just made gray and blue stud pins that had no friction, and finally they have red pins that actually do have friction, and I want some more of those. It does come with an extra one, thankfully. Maybe I could take that off and put whatever you want on that stud. um, let's see. Oh yeah, I guess here's what the bottom looks like, if you want to know. And I guess I'll show you how exactly the gear mechanism works, maybe. Or you can just build it yourself, either way. So we turn the crank, that goes into here. It turns some gears. It turns some other gears. Let me get from the other side, because there's another gear over here, and like that gear moves that gear, and since that gear is smaller, moves this one more slowly. And there's a lot of that sort of thing. Just lots of gears. Having two different shafts on the arm, I wouldn't have expected that. One goes to this. One is where does this other one go? It goes underneath. Okay, so this bottom one is actually for the Earth, and this upper one is for the Moon. Let's see, where's the crank? Here it is. If you can see there. So the Moon is directly connected to the turntable, and the Earth is on a shaft that runs through the middle of the turntable. Like that. Sort of like the sun, really. Like the sun is on a shaft that runs through this turntable, but it's not on the turntable itself. The turntable is what the arm is on. So, and that's another thing that was new for me, is big turntables. Like this one in the middle here. I know they've been out for a while, but yeah, it's a really cool set. It's an orrery. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.